Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of All the Mods 9. I'm Katiana, and we are back. It's been an almost 2-week hiatus. I'm sorry, it's been a little busy. I've had sports, I've had sweater sales, I've had volleyball. Oh, I guess that falls under sports. I've had football, and I've had volleyball, and I've had sweater sales. It has been a very, very busy couple of weeks. 11 days to be technically accurate. But we are back, and I have mucho progress to show you. I am so proud of what my little RS system has been able to accomplish in 11 days. Never ever use RS with Greg Tech. I have learned my lesson. I say it, I get the beginning of every single stream. Never ever again will I use refined storage with Greg Tech. Never ever again. I've learned my lesson. But we are forging ahead because it's too late to turn back now. Let me show you what we have done. We have added another disk drive over here with 4 more 1048M fluid drives because I was having a bit of a panic attack that I was going to fill these up. So we have expanded our storage capability because goodness knows that distillation tower is processing the oil, lickety split, and off it goes. I need someplace to put the things. However, I have somehow managed to use up 2 million oxygen. And I don't know where it went. It's gone. All of that oxygen I had saved up, all of that oxygen, it's gone. Just gone. So, yeah. Not sure what happened there. Before we had 2 things of oil sitting here side by side. We're now down to 1. So I have consumed everything from one of my sources, and I'm now processing the other, I believe, which is good. That's what we want. So this is... Oh, no, it's not. It's only processing from one. Well, that's not good. Why is it not processing from the other? Oh, interesting. Do I need to do... Well, that's odd. Those definitely look different. But it's not filling the hatch. Oh, there we go. I just needed to give it some. Interesting. Okay, well now it should start processing the other one, which means the first one should start accumulating over here somewhere. I would assume. Somewhere. There, maybe? No, it's not that one. Where is the other one? There. So now the other one's going to accumulate while I process this one. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Well, so we're going to get oil processing going again. So that is numero uno. JC, my hero, came and saved my butt. He brought me new HPCA computation components not last Sunday, 2 Sundays ago. And he brought me spares in case I do this again. And he brought me some advanced ones, which would be for the next tier of this monstrosity, on the presumption that I'm able to get there. So that way I have a little jump start on the next version. So I increased the size of the coolant tank to hold 512 buckets. 512 buckets of this PCB coolant. And then over here, I added a large bulk requester to make another 500,000 buckets of PCB coolant, and I've also got the fluoroantimonic acid. So this is for my make me lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of this fluid. So I now have 1,000,000 buckets between the two places. Half of it over there, half of it upstairs in the RS system. So I have 1,000,000 millibuckets. 512,000 here, 500,000 there. That is 1,012,000 millibuckets of PCB coolant, which I'm concerned is still not going to be enough for these stupid researches. But that should theoretically be enough to keep this thing from blowing itself up again. I hope. I hope. I really, really, really hope. I find it interesting this thing says it's using power when it's not doing anything. It's idle. But okay. So, I use that to do the research needed for not there. I have to remember where things are. Up here. Not there. We have made so many of these things. I cannot remember where the right things are. There. The crystal processor mainframe. So, we made that. That one was the key to one of the last 2 quests we needed for 0-point module, ZPM chapter, and for unlocking the UV chapter, which you can see I have made a big dent in this chapter. We'll go through them quickly here and claim all of the quests. And I've done some things here as well, which I'll go back and grab. So here we have the crystal processor mainframe. Grab my reward. Now that I have this, we could do this, which of course is another assembly line, because of course it is. That one is this one here. So I had to do the research over in there, over to here, and make a ZPM energy hatch. I have not set it up with the crafter and all the other stuff yet, so we could show you the components of the ludicrous coil and the crystal processor and some fun easy stuff here. Ha 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 ha. Easy, I say with laughter in my heart. But the important thing is, in the system, we have a ZPM energy hatch, which touching it should complete the chapter. Hallelujah. So that chapter is now done. Back here in the ludicrous module, I have completed another multi-block. So in addition to the maceration one, which I have upgraded to have a master parallel control hatch, so it is now doing up to 16 recipes in parallel, which, oh my gosh, this thing can get a very chunky, because it will fill this thing up, and then I have to sit here and pick and choose what it is, because there will be like 10 of the same thing stacked up in here, and it wants to do the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And I'm like, no, do the 10 stacks of this thing first before you're doing the 1, 1, 1. So I have to like redirect its attention to go do these. So it's definitely not perfect, but it will do 16 at a time if I can get it to go look at the bigger batches. So we'll take that. Over here, we now have this lovely thing, which is the electrolysis chamber, which is electrolyzing things. So obviously this is very helpful for doing many different things. The primary one, I can't get the word out. Primary one is my generation of hydrogen and generation of the sodium hydroxide dust. Those are big ones. The other big one is generating carbon dust using diamond dust, fluorine gas. There's a few of these that are very useful. So this one has got the elite parallel control hatch, so it's doing things in batches of 4 currently. And then I actually have multiple hatches and things set up. So this one is for things that are liquid only inputs. And this one over here is for things that are dust only inputs. And then this one over here I think is another one for dust only inputs. So I've staggered several different inputs so I can set several different crafters up to funnel into this. And I have several different outputs to bring things out of, and so far this has been working pretty well. So that is, again, another multi-block little improvement, which we will take, add these to the system. Grinch went exploring and he found the fire gauntlet. Yay. Which means the only artifact we have left to find is the snorkel. We have managed to find, through all of Grinch's exploration, everything else artifact-wise. There are, I think, a couple or 3 of these that we traded with Potox and Squishy for, but we are missing the snorkel. So I'm hoping we can get Potox and Squishy to let us touch the snorkel they have, because I know they've 100%ed this chapter. So I know they have a snorkel. So I don't know if they have multiple snorkels or just the one. So I'm hoping we can borrow one, or at least let them bring it over here to let me touch it. And then we'll be able to have artifacts done. So this is a good thing. So finally, the ZPM chapter is done. Praise the Minecraft gods. We can move on to UV. We have UV and UHV before we get to Gregstar. The end is in sight. Except we know this is going to take us forever. We just know. So, we get to claim some more experience for doing that. These we have already done. So the trinium coil block we had already done before. Ooh, a UV machine hull. We'll take that for sure. The uranium rhodium dinaquadide ingot. I'm not going to try saying that once fast, more or less twice. A UV machine casing. Again, nice. Hello, Da Vinci. How you doing? Good to see you. From there, we also got the Naquadria ingot. Grab those. And then we use the uranium rhodium niquadide ingot. Oh, that's so fun to say. To make wire, which gives us more wire, and we use it to make some fine wire, which we get more fine wire. Which leads us to making the next tier of field generator, which, okay, first of all, we know that's going to be another assembly line. Yay. So, full stop there, because I know how long it takes me to make the LUV field generator. This is going to be an overload on the system. So, detour somewhere else. Where else could we work? Okay, how about over here? A yttrium barium cuprate ingot. Was able to make that. Great. Well, that was able to make us some wire. Also great. And some bolts. Also great. Which then led us to this crystal SoC, which crystal CPU should already be well established in your processing lines. Wahahahahaha. You're funny. You'll need your laser engraver at a ZPM tier for this. Okay, full stop again. Okay, Da Vinci is doing good. You've progressed through some of the dark magic mods, evilcraft and blood magic currently, and you're doing occultism. Occultism is fun. We like occultism. So here we have a full stop because now we need a laser engraver at the ZPM tier. Again. Great. That's not going to be fun at all. This takes us down to ME buses and hatches. So, great. The ME system allows you to have these special hatches and buses for interacting with your blocks. Oh. I don't have an ME system. These do me no good. Yeah, that's sort of when I cried inside. Very, very loudly. Which I knew that was coming. So, it's okay. It's fine. These are all optional quests. We'll just let it sit there. There is the ultimate parallel control hatch. 64. We can go from 16 to 64. Oh, this sounds lovely. And this seems almost potentially doable in theory. But when I try to make one, yeah, a ZPM emitter and a ZPM sensor. Guess what, folks? 2 more assembler multi-blocks. I hate everything. Everything. Okay, how about something else? Can I make the black light? Yes, I was able to make a black light, which is great. This is lovely. It says, we're going to need a cleaner, more sterile environment. Cleaner than a clean room. What? What? Oh no. Clean room number 2. We need a bigger, better clean room. Again, started crying inside here. So we're like, blocked here, blocked here, blocked here. What's left to do? Up here. Oh god, no. It's a fusion reactor computer Mark II. Uh-huh. Does everyone remember what a living hell it was for us to make the first donut? I remember we're stuck in that hell again. Because we need to make another donut on top of this donut that's going to be the second tier. Now, first part wasn't hard. Fusion glass. We can make fusion glass, no problem. That's like what your parent expects you to have after you've already cleaned a room to make it cleaner. Yes. Yes. A cleaner room. I don't want a cleaner room. So the good news is I was able to make the fusion glass, and then I was able to make the fusion coil blocks eventually. But then we end up with the exact same problem that we had before. The 48 fusion machine casing Mark II, my system bogs down trying to make 48 of these at once. The crafts are just so big. It can't do it in one 24-hour cycle. There's just too much material involved. It's not possible. So I have to break it down into much smaller batches and then do little chunks. Chunk, 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 chunk. So I've been doing them in batches of 4, which 48 by 4, that's 12. 12 batches we have to do. I've managed to complete 2. This isn't happening anytime soon. And of course, we also have to make a controller, which is going to be another assembly line. Ugh. Okay, so my thought was, okay, while I'm struggling to make these, is there something I can do to try and make this work better? So I'm like, okay, the macerator multi-block has helped, and the electrolysis chamber has helped. What other multi-block replacement can I make that would replace one or more of these machines that could potentially make things go faster and help with these crafts? Because I've got this one going now. This is for a batch of 8 that I started this morning. Right? This morning. And they just take forever. So in this case, I've got these lovely multi-blocks that I have stuff getting stuck in my drawers. And I have to figure out which one is stuck where again. Is it one of these? Or is it one on the top? It might be one on the top now. Oh. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Which one's got the coils in it? No, definitely not you. Ah, this one. Okay, so that one's right. I have to keep chasing down whoever gets stuck. Oh, see, that's not going to be the last one that's stuck because this is sending more wire, I think. But I don't think it's going to send more wire until it finishes one. See, now I'm confused because I'm like, I don't know what's stuck. I think the marble's stuck. So I think I need to go put marble in here. Alright, so I'm going to put marble in here. Now we'll see if that has made things get unstuck. Nope, see, this has got to be one of those percentage chances things. And it's still stuck. I hate these. Like, I hate these for all I'm worth. Yeah, I've got all of these are assembly lines down here, and then I've got all of those, and all of those are all assembly lines. And then I'm just now starting to do the multi-blocks down here. Because I didn't make them back when I hit that chapter, and I am now having some regrets about that. Neat. Now it's not seeing the niobium dust. I only need 9. I'm going to have to try and make 64 just to get the 9 that I need for the craft to continue. these percentage chances mess up my system. Every time. Okay, so now that is going to be... is that the emitter or the motor? That's the motor, I think, the motor. Yep, that's the motor here. So that should just be processing one after a time. Okay, we're good there. Then we need back to the LUV emitter. So as those get done, we're going to have stuff come through the barrel and it's going to overflow. Oh, there is a niobium B. I somehow missed that there was one. Oh, see, everything came into the barrel. Now it's going to get distributed over here to these. Okay, that should take care of that. Have to manually fix everything. Come on. Okay. All right, so now that takes us back to the excuse me, LUV field generators. I think that's the one that's going to back up next. Wait, that's... Nope, that's the one up top. This one. Yep. Okay. Follow the excess. Follow the excess and then reallocate it between the drawers correctly so that it keeps processing. Okay, that should take care of the LUV field generators. So much fun. I started this craft at 7:45 this morning, and it's now almost 7:45 at night. So we're talking 12 hours later. And it's still going. JC, you're finally off work? Dude, what have you been doing? That's not right. It's bad enough they have you working on Sundays. They shouldn't have you working this late at night, too. Shush. Your boss is finally starting to pay you for extra time now? Well, it's about time. Hello? I mean, either paying you extra or giving you comp time, one of the two needed to be happening here. Good for you in getting that. You go there, you go there. True. You've been doing a lot of extra hours. I mean, legit, this is insane. You have a lot of crappy people. Your team was doing so well. What happened to all the good people on your team? Did somebody come in and poach them? You promoted them off. Demote them back. I kid, I kid, I kid. It's good for them getting rewarded for their hard work like that. But now you have to start all over. Which is definitely not easy to do. Okay. You're hoping to have some of the bad people gone sooner rather than later. Good. Alright, now we have another LUV field generator. Okay. Come on. That's another one over here. Oop, too far. Too far. Go down. Okay, that goes there. JC, I have had this craft going for almost 12 hours. And it's just for 8 of the fusion machine casing Mark IIs. Just for 8 of them. Just for 8. My poor little system just can't do this without a lot of hand holding. Do I want 24? I want this pack to be over. I want to move on to something else. I have definitely reached my you have extras. Oh. Do I even want to know why you have extras lying around? You have 80 Mark 1s lying around? Oh, JC. Look at all of this. This is all of the extra stuff lying around in my system after the craft is done. Why? Why? I have 1,990 extra mirabilite dust. The craft is done, but all of this is stuck in here. Like, what the hell, game? I hate everything. I need 48, and I have managed to get to 16. So I'm still short. How many am I short? 48 minus 16. I am still short 32. So if you would like to donate 24 to the cause, I will certainly take them off your hands. Because then I only have to do one more batch of 8 rather than suffer through 4 more batches of 8. I'll only have to do one more batch of 8. JC is my hero. Have I mentioned JC is my hero? JC really is the best. So, my other hope for today is we can add to our multi-block collection. So we have the macerator, we have the electrolyzer. I would like to get the advanced large chemical reactor because we do a lot with chemical reactors and we cannot parallelize in our current setup. We cannot parallelize in the large chemical reactors, which we have up on the roof. But there is an advanced large chemical reactor, which you can parallelize, which I would like to explore making. And so far, the only thing I know about it is that the controller and you crashed. Of course, you always crash when you try and switch servers. That is required for some reason, which I do not understand. And then I type in crash instead of drawer in the system. That is funny. Okay, I'm going to make a ton of chests. And then I'm going to make a ton of planks. So then I can make a whole bunch of these. So I don't have to make them for a bit. Well, that didn't make as many as I was hoping, but that's fine. Okay. So, by some miracle, I have managed to get to the point of having the assembler completed before our stream tonight. And I have managed to hide my key for the drawers from myself. And I don't know why I would have done that, because key is very important. Leave a backpack somewhere, did I? I think I did. No. I am so confused. Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh my gosh, I am a doofus. Right there in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 11 days. I should not have forgotten how to Minecraft in that amount of time. I really should not have forgotten how to do it in that amount of time. I can take that off, and I can take that off. I can take that off. I can take that off. I have no idea why the raw salmon is there. Or that. So I need the advanced large chemical, this one. So I need a large chemical reactor. I need a crystal processor, 15 nitinol plates, and platinum cables. Then I need liquid copper, liquid tin, liquid soldering alloy, and lubricant. I have no idea what that is. Like, none whatsoever. I've never heard of nitinol plates. So that could be a challenge. It's dark. Is it nighttime? No, it's daytime. You're scared? Why are you scared? Oh, well, we're just so used to our night vision, we don't think about it. Hello. Allow me to give you light. Doot, Dude. 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 Is your magnet on? Because I'm not seeing it. Or no, wait, well, let's see. Oh, no, wait a minute. Boom. Boom. Oh my gosh, you are a gem. Look at that. He brought me a Mark II. Woo! Now all I need to do is make the 8. Yay! 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 Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye. Probably should put a few more lights maybe down here towards the elevator. Just so visitors can find their way across the room, maybe. It's I'm just so used to the night vision making it bright for everybody. I don't even think about it anymore. JC is my hero. Now I don't have to worry about making one of those. I just have to make 8 more of these. But to make that hopefully easier, we want to make this. So first let's work on the fluids, which hopefully will be fairly straightforward. I hope. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And all of these we're going to change to fluid. And in here I have crafting upgrades, speed upgrades. Do I have any more speed upgrades? I am looking for, well, not that. No, here. I'm looking for crafting upgrade or speed upgrade. No. Okay, so we need to go to here, here. So let's craft 2 more of you. Okay, and then I need stack upgrade. Do, 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 do. 2. Do, 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 do. 3. Do, 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 do. 4. Okay, so then here, I'm gonna do 1 of you, 1 of you, 2 of you. You're gonna get 1 of you, 1 of you, 2 of you. You're gonna get 1 of you, 1 of you, 2 of you. And you're gonna get 1 of you, 1 of you, 2 of you. Okay, so taking it from the top. Oh, I didn't save it, dang it. Advanced large chemical here. There we go. Okay, so we need copper, tin, liquid soldering alloy, and lubricant. Now, those two I know I have in. Sounds good, JC. You've been working all this time. You probably are hungry for some dinner. That's not. Where is the lubricant? Lubricant. No, lubricant. Lubricant. Okay. Okay, back out to here. So you're going to be liquid soldering alloy, and you get the first one. And then you are going to be lubricant, and you get the first one. Okay, so then this one is going to be I need a bucket of liquid copper, which hopefully does not take too long to make. I've got the liquid tin, so that's going to go in here. Liquid tin, and you're going to go in there. Why is that taking so long to melt copper? Let me guess, because it's so busy melting tin. Oh, nope, it was actually melting the copper. I just wasn't patient enough. What? Cat? Impatient? Never. Okay, liquid copper. So then here, liquid copper, and then you're going to go in here. Okay, so we have liquid copper, liquid tin, liquid soldering alloy, and lubricant. And then we need to find cable. And we totally need more cable than that. Do we not have... cable. Oops. Cable, run up the top here. Then all of these should start filling with their components. So 4 liquids taken care of. Now we have the 4 items. So now we need 4 of the 1X platinum cable, which I should probably check. Quick and easy to make. Lovely. So they're going to go in there. Okay, next one is going to be the nitinol plates. Let's skip that and come back to that. This one's going to be the 3 crystal processors. Let's go ahead and get those going. Is it the crystal processors or supercomputers? Let me just double check I get the right one. Crystal processor. Okay. So let's get 3 of those going. And then on the very end, there is going to be a large chemical reactor. So a large chemical reactor. Start. Okay. So then let's go down because I'm going to have to probably write patterns. And here and here. Nitinol plates. Okay. So nitinol plates can be made in the bender with nitinol ingots, which seems straightforward enough. Great. Now the question is, how do I make nitinol ingots? Oh, of course, it's going to be in my electric blast furnace with nitinol dust, or by using the liquid solidifier with a liquid. Let's assume for now I'm using the dust. That may not be a safe assumption, but we're going to go with that assumption for now. And recipe for the dust. I see your test, JC. Oh, district. How are you back at only 5? Surely you should have been longer than 5. Although I'm impressed you're still awake. And thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Okay, well, ixnay that. We cannot do this with the dust, because the dust assumes you have an ingot. Your avatar changed when you switched servers. What? Well, that's not good. Alright, back to this. So, recipe for an ingot going with the fluid solidifier? So if we go that route, my fluid solidifier is here. Now the question is, do I have a recipe for the liquid? In the alloy blast smelter, it is nickel and titanium on a 2. Okay. Can do that. Now, this is another one of those machines that I sadly only have one of. And I have recipes that have different requirements. So every time I have to use the machine, I have to change the circuit to whatever it is that I'm doing. Which does get to be a little difficult. Just a bit. A bit. So I need 15 nitinol plates. So these. This. Start. You missed the occasional evening stream that you do. It's okay. You only just got home from watching the nephews. Oh, you had a nephew night. Fun. You know, the nephews are going to be getting to an age where they're not going to need Uncle District to come watch them anymore. You're going to miss that time. Oh. Well, they are very lucky that they have you there to step up like that then. Okay, why are we not going crushy crush? Oh, we are. Are you just taking like especially long? How long does this take? Where did I put the controller on this thing? Over here. 450 seconds. What? Seriously. $450. I could go make myself a sandwich. That's crazy. $450. This is a slow craft. Goodness gracious. District JC is rescuing me again. He brought me a controller and 24 casing Mark IIs. So I only have to worry about making 8 more of them and I'll be able to make my Mark II. It took me 12 hours to make 8 Mark II casings. 12 hours. And that's with me running around and babysitting and moving things around in the drawers to get them unstuck and cleaning up messes in the chemical reactors. And yeah, 12 hours. Ugh. So the good news is I only have to do another 12 hours tomorrow while I'm knitting. When I get home from knitting, I can finish up the craft with some babysitting, and I should be able to have the stuff for the Mark II. In theory. That's the theory. We're going with it. But I believe that will unlock. This then would unlock the top portion of the screen. Yes? I think. Because I think this and this are both liquids that get made in the Mark II. But I believe this can only use ZPM and UV energy hatches. I have to make 16 energy hatches? Because otherwise I have to craft more Mark II casings. Ugh. Well, there goes that plan. I only have the one ZPM energy hatch. I have one. I'd have to craft 15 more of those. Right, because this and this and this and this are the inputs that make this. Can you put a dual hatch in here? Why is this full of europium? That's odd. We should empty this. Hmm. That would be a way for me to automate it so that I could get my inputs working better if put some dual hatches on here. I don't know why you still had europium in you. That was just odd. And you have europium in you too. What is going on here? Okay, JC. Cat did not drain this properly. Doot. 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 Let me guess, you're gonna have europium in you. Why, yes you are. Huh. It's like Christmas. I found all this europium I didn't know I had. Okay, I'll need to look at putting some dual hatches in here for inputting. You can put both fluids into a dual tank. Every tank fills. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I could set it up with a dual hatch input. I don't think I had taken into account that all of these were going to fill, and so I wasn't draining them all. I think I was only draining one set of them. So, yeah, that's a lot of extra europium I didn't know I had. Yippee! Yay for me, because I haven't been making europium for a bit. Okay. There's 10. 5 more coming. Every tank fills. Okay, so that's good to know when I do the Mark II, because I need to make sure that I get importers on every tank so that it will output correctly. Did my large chemical, you're still going. And what's the other one? My crystal processors, are you still going? You are done. So 3 of you, you're going in the second slot. All right. Why are you taking so long? Oh no, don't tell me you have to do another batch. Oh my god, you have to do another batch. See, that's 450 plus 450, that's 900 seconds. That's insane. This advanced large chemical reactor better be worth it. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is gonna be nuts. I should be able to set that up though, because then if I can put... Oh! Oh snap, there's all of these too! Oh dear! Look, we've got all this europium in here too! Oh, goodness gracious. We need more. More, please! Let's see. You can have one. Then I going to do this? Yeah, that's going to be a lot of europium that I had no idea I had. Holy cow. Yeah, that will restock me up quite nicely without me having to run anything. Yeah, it's every tank. I keep forgetting that this has a lot of tanks. This is going to be a problem, though, because there's no way I can make 15, 15 more ZPM energy hatches. That's just obscene. Ugh. That's this one. That one. That one. That one. That one. And I need the wrench. Goes like that. And then I need cable like that. I mean, yeah, I might not even have a capability of making more. That's not how you spell it. ZPM energy hatch here, like that. Take the liquids out here. Land, down, up, here, here, and of course you're invisible because you have to be invisible. It's not done yet. Okay, so ZPM energy hatch to make 15 more. Okay, theoretically it is possible. Oh, that's a big number. Oh, that's a really big number. $781 buckets of sulfur trioxide. 782 buckets of sulfuric acid. Ugh. I was thinking, oh, this doesn't look so bad when I was going through. And then you want UHV ones for the Mark III. Oh, Lord. All right, waiting on both of those. Waiting on the liquid to be done so it can make the ingot so it can get bended. Bent. So it can get bent. Oh my god, so it can get bented. I really did say bented. Alright. What is taking so long here? Are we waiting on tin? Yes, we were waiting on tin. It takes a very long time to melt tin. Because you're waiting on you to melt tin before I can use the tin for you. I wonder if we can be sneaky. No, it's just going to make us wait. Wait. The other piece is done. Yes, this piece is done. Okay. Alright, so there's that piece. Now we are just waiting on land. Thank you. We're just waiting on you. As I'm hoping an advanced large chemical reactor, if I set one up with what? Can I run do one input setup at circuit 1 and a different input setup at circuit 0 on the same multi-block? Or am I going to have two separate multi-blocks? I'm thinking it has to be two separate multi-blocks. Which then we'll see how complicated are the components of building the multi-block. Right now we're just trying to get the darn controller part. If it's not too complicated, we'll do two separate ones. One for the zeros and one for the ones, because those are where the majority of all of our recipes are the zeros and the ones. Because then I can take the twos, which are currently in an HV machine, and I can move those up to an IV. And I can separate them between multiple IV machines. I can break them out to separate machines so they don't conflict with each other. But then I can use an HV fluid import that's got like several slots. So all the fluids can go in there together and they won't conflict for those recipes that are 100% fluids. I can have another one that's an input, that's a dual input that handles both fluids and solids, that has both, into the same multi-block. Hey, there we go. And then if there's an item that is like multiple solid inputs, I could have that in a large input bus that's got lots of different slots there. So theoretically, even if it did back up, it would back up with lots of slots available. So hopefully, in theory, a bunch of these recipe conflicts might get better. I would still have problems with the disappearing inventory issue. That I think I'm going to have a problem with no matter what I do. But if all the inventory is going into one input bus, input hatch, and it has slots to go into rather than sitting there waiting because it's waiting to go into a one block, maybe there's less chance of it vanishing if it has someplace to go into right away. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just speculating. And why are we struggling now? Now we need to make the tin ingots. Not have. What have we gotten stuck on now? Bolts should be... Why do I have hydrogen stuck in here? This is bad. I didn't even have to look at what recipe it was that was broken. I have it memorized. That's kind of depressing. That should be the to make tin bolts, isn't it? No. It's not the lathe. Is it then a cutter? Okay, if it's a cutter, then my cutter is in the clean room. None of those are the bolts. No. No. Well, where are these tin bolts being made at? No. No. I am so confused. Oh, not being made anywhere because it's finished. Go figure that one out. Okay. Over here. Boom. Okay. So now I'm definitely going to need more of these. Alright, and that. Okay, so I'm going to hop over here. Alright, so this is going to be boom, 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 boom. And this is going to be coming out here. Boom, boom, boom. And this is going to be boom, boom, boom. This is going to be boom. Yep, you definitely get some sleep. I appreciate the help and guidance for sure. And we'll definitely catch you this weekend for more gaming fun and hijinks. Okay, last thing we need is we need the research. So we're going to come down here, come in here, and I need the research for an advanced large chemical reactor. So here in the scanner, here, here, and it's going to use another large chemical reactor. Yippee. Okay, so the scanner is here. We're going to put that in there. Come down here. And then we're going to do advanced large chemical reactor here. Start. Okay. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. cancel that. Leave that. Hopefully this goes quickly. I say hopefully. How long is it going to take for that to go? Okay, there it goes. So now that's getting made into a NAND memory wafer. Why are we having trouble making glue? Where was I making glue at? I moved it from... It was upstairs, and I moved it somewhere so it would be faster. Yes, I moved it down here. It's busy processing lead. It has to finish processing the lead before I can get my glue. Okay. It's fine. What do I need the lead for? Oh, for the liquid soldering alloy. Oh, yes, we do definitely need a lot of that. Okay. Let that run. See, now I'm thinking tomorrow morning, making myself a note. So I should do 15 ZPM energy hatches. Then I need 8 fusion casing Mark II. And then I need 16 LV input hatch, 16 LV output hatch. Then I also want to get some dual LUV hatch. I'm going to put down for a couple of those. And I can put the advanced LCR, I can mark that one off my list of assembly multi-blocks to have to do. So I still have the ZPM sensor and the ZPM emitter I need to do. but at least 2 of those are going to be day-long crafts. Which if I do 1 Thursday, 1 Friday, then maybe the other 2 can go on Saturday? Maybe? Alright, there is our data model. Now I can cancel that. Then I need to come up here and take this out of the scanner and come down here, go up here, and if I put this in here, you require power. Somehow I always manage to forget the power part. Power. Power. Okay. Alright. Advanced large chemical reactor. Doo-doo. That's going to get spit out over here. Which we're going to put an importer on here. Woo! Just enough. Okay. We're going to have large chemical reactor. Boom! Which is not a quest. Which is kind of sucky. Oh boy! You're a big boy. You're a very big boy. Like, you're really very large. Okay, so you can use an elite parallel. You can use an elite. Okay. You need a maintenance hatch. You're going to need 2 IV energy hatches. Output hatch, output bus, input bus. Gonna need RTM alloy coil block, so at least 4,500. Oh yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna need PTFE pipe casing. So that is PTFE pipe casing. Am I using these as well? Because that would be okay, because I know I have those recipes in the system. Use. So a bunch of those and a bunch of those. Okay. So I only have 1 IV energy hatch because I'm probably using the other one. That's fine. Okay. Those are doable. I have Delete parallel control hatch part already. Alright, so that had 15 of those, and I have one, so I need 14. Welcome back, PTFE. So I need 14 of those. That doesn't seem awful. Crystal CPU thingies gotten and placed into storage. Yay! Crystal. Excellent. Very nice. Put that in there. Ooh, Missouri's quarterback's out for the season with a broken leg. Ouch. That hurts. Those are... That's over here. No? I would have thought it was over there. Well, where is that crafting at? Oh, look. I have things stuck. Sulfur trioxide. I need water. Stuff getting stuck. Story of my life. It's stuck getting stuck. Okay, and the nitration mixture. Nitration mixture is the chlorobenzene. CHL. Nope, that's not it. This one. Start. Go. Okay. Okay. Why is the fluorite dust not coming through? Nothing backed up there. Crash, 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 crash. Okay. Cancel you. That's just weird. Okay, no, wait. You can't use all of them because I need some over here. Oh, good grief. Okay, wait. No. Okay, cancel you. Okay, you only need 15. Cancel you. You you shouldn't be requesting them. I just gave you a bunch. Oh, for crying out loud. Game. Stop being silly. Okay, stop. Okay, I've managed to rearrange the order of the stuff so that this is now making 177 buckets. But it's making it after this one so that it can get its dust. Good grief. Again, this is the sort of stuff I have to deal with. Refined storage sucks. Never again. Never ever again am I using refined storage. I have learned my lesson. You have niobium. Recognize that you have niobium and stop getting stuck. Please. Why are you stuck making tungsten steel? Like, if I crush you? Will that get you unstuck? Apparently, yes it will. Where did the steel dust go? I don't know. It just vanished into the void somewhere. That's what happens to my game. It just spits stuff out. And what did you do? Oh dear, you found something in a bandit village. Grinch is determined he's going to find every POI in this game by the time I get done with it. I'm telling you, he's out just exploring. Every time he's in the game, he's off wandering around in hopes he's going to find this snorkel. Okay. Notice all this leftover stuff when it says it's done making the PTFE casing. Again. It's done with the craft. All of this is leftover junk. Again. Alright, so what's the other big piece of this I need? I need 62 chemically inert. And I actually need 60. Chemically, so I need 60 of these. And those look to be as challenging as the others were. Great. But it already has the fluorite dust available, so that's a good sign, hopefully. Hopefully? Put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. This gets updated. Recipe. Here. Take the 4 fluids out. That's the updated recipe. And I take those out. I'm going to put that away there. And then these go there. Okay, so I've got my that. I'm going to need a maintenance hatch. Got those. These. And we'll do 2 of each of those. I think that would only leave 1 IV hatch, because didn't I had 1 IV hatch and it said I should have 2. $5,400. That's not as good as what I have in my inventory, so I'll put that away. Oh, I have another one. Oh, I have a maintenance hatch. I have absolutely no idea where that came from. Wait, that's for here. Do 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 do. Non-conducting. Put that there. Advanced electrolyzer goes here. That was in my looting backpack. That doesn't belong in there. Put that in there. Okay, input and output. So that's input bus and input hatch. And if I get my screwdriver out, I can turn one of those into an output bus, and I can turn one of those into an output hatch. So now I have an input bus, an input hatch, an output bus, an output hatch, and they're all HV. Okay. The fluorine gas, that should be happening over here in the electrolyzer. Which it's not. Shouldn't it be? Oh, there it is. Yep. It just processes it so fast. It's like in, out, in, out. Okay then. Oh. Although it's processing it for over here, not for over here. So I have to do this again. Cancel you. Let you finish yours. Stupid refined storage. Now it's going to start processing again. Yay! Because I've managed to move these crafts to the right of this one. That one is stuck. That one is done. That's another percentage chance craft that gets stuck on the regular. So then I should be able to do the IV energy hatch here, here, here. While these are finishing up. Excellent. Okay, so then chem, there is my 60 of those. All right. Good deal. All right, so use here. All right, what do we get? We've got the controller out energy hatch. Oh wait, that's got one energy hatch, not two. Oh. Oh, we might be okay then. Hmm. Should we put this right here? Where in this multi-block does this thing go? The controller. Looks like it's up one. No, wait, that's not the controller. Where is the controller? Oh, it's right there. That's the controller. Okay, so it's going to be on the upper, no, the lower left, up one. Okay, so we should go with some dirt. Where did I put that dirt? Oi, I had dirt. Dirt. Okay, so I do dirt, and I'll go like here, that there. Okay, and then we do, no, wait, here, here, and then we do here. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh. Okay, how do you rotate the view? Okay, it's actually the back corner. Okay, hang on. Come here. All right, so take it from a back corner here. Here. No. You funny game. You funny. So I need to put it. Oh, you found the bandit towers. Nice. if I put that here, okay, so then I need to put it that'll work. No, it does have two energies. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there'd be an energy hatch here. Oops. An energy hatch here. And then there's an energy hatch here. But then this should be facing that way. But if I turn it that way, it wants to build it the other direction. Okay, so it's going to be 2 input hatches. That's the maintenance hatch. And then I put input, input. Then I put the there. And I put the maintenance here. Like that. I think one there. Okay, so then we do here. It's going to be the other way. So it's going to be 2 rows of this. So boom, 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 and a row of these. Boom, boom, boom. And then hatch there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. There. Like that. Structure incomplete. I'm missing one of the energy hatches. Okay. Sorry I got a little quiet there. I was really focused. Oh, and I still have an output bus left over. How many of these do I have to crush before you're going to get going down the craft? Another 100. It's a good thing I have 500,000 of these, because we're going to use a lot. Is that enough? I've got plenty. Process them already. Look, here, look at all of the ones I have. Take them, please. Ugh. Go faster. Come on. Will you please just go already? Thank you. Chlorine and methane should be down here. Pretty sure chlorine and methane are down here. No. Did I move chlorine and methane down somewhere else? Aha. Oops. Come on. You're almost there. Okay. Oh, that for an energy hatch. Alright. Now, is that sufficient to work? No. This one should be here. It should be at the 1 and the 4. Alright, should be at the 1 and the 4. Should the maintenance hatch be in line? See, I can't use this now because it's going to want to build it this way. The last row is off a block. So this and this should be here and here. Hang on. I gotta move this back around. This is stupid why this has to be backwards. These two have to be on the corners. Okay, so this and this is the corners. So then this and this. No. Now try flipping the controller around. No. I've got input hatch, input bus, output hatch. Those four are all on that side. This side's currently blank. No. Got the two powers. Oh! Yeah, that's what it said was, now it says needs maintenance. I wonder if it'll form if I do the maintenance. Hang on, let's give it a try. No. Structuring complete. What am I missing? Yeah, I do not seem to have any luck getting the terminal to build. For example, it wants to build it backwards. Five by five. Hatches in the side. 5 by 5. Hatches are in the side. Gap, gap, gap. Gap, gap, gap. Got that right. What are those? I thought this was the maintenance hatch. maintenance. So put the controller here. Put the maintenance hatch here. No, structure still incomplete. That looks like the controller, that's the parallel, and that's the maintenance. And then it looks like those are input-output hatches. There's input-output hatches there. And then there's an input-output hatch here. Okay, so let's do output, output, controller, elite, that, maintenance, 4 input hatches, 1 output hatch, 2 energy hatches, 1 output bus. Okay, so I need just for purposes of getting this built, so I need 4 input hatches, 4 in, 1 out, and 1 out bus. So I've got out bus and I have out hatch. I have out bus, I have out hatch. There's out bus, there's out hatch. I need in bus. So here's in bus. That's got to be the one that's on this side. That's got to be the input bus. So then why you still no unhappy? Advanced chemical reactor, an elite parallel control hatch, a maintenance hatch, 2 IV energy hatches, an output hatch, 4 input hatches, 1 output hatch, 1 input hatch, 12, 15, 62. That's all there is. What is it you want? That's true. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it requires IV level hatches. You're totally right. I bet that's the trick to it. One, two, three. Which that probably means all of these HV ones aren't going to be good enough either. Okay. Well, it is going on 10 o'clock, and it is a work night, so I cannot stream any later. I think JC has hit on it, that we have to use IV or higher level hatches on this. So I am going to put that gear away, and I will come back to this next time I'm able to play. And hopefully I can get this up and running. And if I can, then I can transfer recipes over to here, and hopefully that will help speed up my LCR processing. That is the hope. Keep our fingers, toes, and everything else crossed. We'll see what happens. Bunch of this other stuff. Well, that and that and that. I'm sure I can find a place to use those. Oh, that's gonna be so much. Yeah, we'll start that tomorrow and we'll see how it goes. But we managed to get 3 hours in, and I have caught you up on quests as far as what I've been able to do. Oh, Grinch did make more of the items here in Draconic Evolution, just quests to turn in on this front. But we are getting closer to the point where we are going to be able to take on a Chaos Dragon. He has created his bow, sword, and chest plate, enchanted it up, moduled it up, and he thinks he's ready to attempt a battle. I still need to gear myself up so that I don't die while filming it. And well, unless you're too far away to show off, we can show them off quickly before we go. You're at the base. Okay. Now, wrong one. That does not mean you can show them off by trying to kill me. Where have you put the lovely items of doom? Ah, here we go. Okay, so we have got the Blessed Draconic Chestplate of the Fast Wit, with magic damage taken reduced by 10%, physical damage taken reduced by 14%, fire damage taken reduced by 25%, soulbound, blessing 10, vitality 8, protection 7, curse of bones 10, 25% cooldown reduction, plus 8 max health, 30% healing received, 10% spell resistance, plus 6 luck, plus 10 max health, and plus 30% max health. And then the Graceful Draconic Sword of Distant Battles. On hit, inflict weakness. Slain enemies have a 5.5% chance of loot pinata. We love loot pinatas. Incurable Wounds 12, Frost Aspect 5, Bane of Illagers 9, Sanctified 12, Frostbite 12, Soulbound 3, Sharpness 15, Decrepitude 11, Capturing 6, Lifestealing 6, 158.12 attack damage. Really? Really? 158 attack damage. Really? Oh, Lord. Plus 23% lifesteal, plus 4 levels to existing sharpness, plus 2 levels to all existing enchants, and a 50% attack speed bonus on the gem. Then the bow, he's got slowness, levitation, 38.5 max attack damage. Frostbite 10, Endless Quiver, Decrepitude 10, Magic Siphon 10, Power 9, Quick Draw 5, Withering Soulbound, Poison Tip 3, Reaper 6, Sanctified 10, Incurable Wounds 10, 24% arrow damage, 16% arrow velocity, 125% draw speed, 30% speed, 55% arrow velocity, 60% draw speed, 45% crit chance. He's shooting unlimited boom arrows. And then, I don't remember how to look at the GUIs on these things. Oh, actually, I probably don't have the, aha! So, got projectile penetration, projectile accuracy, damage modules, immunity cancellation modules, gravity compensation modules, one energy module, the auto fire module, velocity modules, and accuracy modules. So inaccuracy is at 0. Pretty decent bow. Then the sword has got an area of attack module, and then a lot of damage modules. A lot of damage modules, and 4 energy modules. And then this has got 6 of the large shield capacity modules, 2 undying modules, a shield control module, shield recovery modules, a speed module, and energy modules. So, he's in as good a shape as he can be, I think, all things considered, for a Chaos Dragon battle. So, I need to do the same thing and get gear moduled up and enchanted up. I have 911 levels plus the experience that is in my backpack to do enchanting with to get it. I put it in the backpack. It's in the black backpack. No, honey, I'm going to keep them forever and ever. They're mine now. Silly goose. Anyway, thank you for showing them off on stream. I appreciate it. Oh! I forgot which backpack you had used. I apologize. I just looked up and grabbed a backpack because we have so many backpacks! We almost have the entire ceiling covered in backpacks. There's just so many. So many backpacks. So many. Okay. Well, the good news is I have caught you up on where we're at in Greg Tech. We have gotten one more chapter down. We have 2 to go before we hit Greg Star. Will we get to Greg Star before the boys finish? I don't know. We're going to keep trucking along as best we can. Thank you so much to JC for the contributions, the donations to the cause. I appreciate it ever so much. Hopefully that will help me finish that Mark II, and then we'll see what happens from there. Don't know when the next stream is going to be. I have a sweater order which I'm going to work on tomorrow, And then I have sporting events on Friday night and Saturday morning. So I may be a little too tired and I may not have a voice to stream with on Saturday night. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that both sporting events are very lopsided victories for my team and I don't have to do lots of screaming, and that would leave me a voice to stream with. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, District. Thank you, JC, and thank you to Vilci as well. And I hope you all enjoyed our visit into Greg Tech. And we'll be back hopefully sometime this weekend and continue our adventures. I will keep grinding away at these machines and these crafts with my stupid refined storage system. And next stream, I'll update you for what progress I've been able to make. And with that, I will bid you a good night. Catch you later. Bye.